All right. What's up, everybody? My people in Manhattan, the Boogie Down Bronx, Queens, all of Staten Island, my homeborough, Brooklyn. Back at another video. When I originally posted this video a few days ago, when I went back and rewatched it, I realized the audio, for some reason, had been cut off. I don't know why. I don't know what happened, but hopefully the audio is working in this video. So I apologize if this video seems a little late to you guys who may find it for the first time, but I did post it like a week or so ago, but the audio cut out, so I had to take it down, and now I'm re-uploading it. But this is going to be on what happened with the Brooklyn Nets. What went wrong, What went wrong with the God, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving. Their surprisingly first round sweep, to loss to the Boston Celtics, And, let me throw in the disclaimer. I am not a Brooklyn Nets fan. I am not a Brooklyn Nets fan at all. When I first started watching basketball, they were in New Jersey. So I was a Knicks fan. Okay, I'm not a Brooklyn Nets fan at all, but but these two motherfuckers in this Brooklyn Nets team, you know what? I'm gonna let somebody else tell you how I feel. This is from the classic movie The Network. I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore. I'm really getting tired of these two niggas, man, Katie and Kyrie, and the little bullshit. But I'm gonna get to those guys in a minute. Let me get to all the problems with the Brooklyn Nets. Look, does all the blame belong to one person? No. There's blame to go around. Starting with this dude right here, Ben Simmons. And the word Shaquille O'Neal. Punk move. I got another word that starts with P to call him. Because that's what it was. I mean, all series long, before the series and during the series, we heard Ben Simmons is targeting to come back for Game 4. Game 4. He's coming back Game 4. Game 4 gets here. The Nets are down 3-0. All of a sudden, Ben Simmons can't play the game. Punk move, pussy move, bitch move, straight up. All series long. Before game 1, after game 1, after game 2. Game 4, that's Ben Simmons' target day. He's coming back game 4, come back game 4. Game 4 gets here, you want to bitch out. Pussy out. Why? Because you knew if you were on the floor and you guys had still lost the game and gotten swept, you were going to get some major criticism. Well, you're getting even worse major criticism. Criticism now. Because like Shaquille O'Neal said, punk move. And that's what most people look at that as, a punk move. I mean, you'd probably been better if you'd gone on the floor and actually try to play and, whoever wins, or whoever loses, rather than just punk out. So I think there's some blame on Ben Simmons' shoulders, You could throw in Ben Simmons' lap. Now to Steve Nash. Look. Steve Nash will win the 10 greatest point guards of all time. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's a 2-time MVP, yes. He's one of the 75 best players ever, yes. He is not a very good head coach, okay? I think Steve Nash would do better. I think Steve Nash should, he would have been a better head coach had he been an assistant for the last several years in the NBA. Now, I know he was like a consultant with the Warriors. Look, being a consultant with the Warriors and being an assistant coach are two different things. Yeah, I think Steve Nash should, sit on the bench for a while as an assistant head coach before he becomes a straight-up head coach. But, Steve Nash, he has athlete's privilege, not white privilege like Stephen A. Smith would say, but Steve Nash had athlete's privilege. Like I said, being a first-ballot Hall of Famer and have one of the highest basketball IQs of all time, that's what gave him that privilege. And, of course, Kyrie and KD vouched for him. And by Kyrie and KD, I mean mainly Kyrie, but, I'm going to get to that in a minute. But like I said, for all you who saw my video on Trae Young, if I was Steve Nash, if Steve Nash were to get fired, which I doubt he will, actually, if Steve Nash gets fired, I'd be surprised. But, if Steve Nash were hypothetically to get fired, I think he should go down to the Atlanta Hawks to be an assistant coach there. That's if Nate McMillan wants him on the staff. Because Trae Young needs to start playing more like Steve Nash and Steph Curry. But, check out my Trae Young video on my channel if you want more details on that. But there's blame going for Steve Nash. Steve Nash, okay, the Brooklyn Nets, Katie and Kyrie need a head coach who's one going to drop actual plays for them. This is a play that Steve Nash draws up. Give the ball to Kyrie, give the ball to Katie, let them bring the ball up and everybody get the fuck out the way. You're running no real plays for them. Okay, because Steve Nash needs to drop real plays, offensive plays for them, make them play defense, force them to play defense, and, of course, discipline them when they start acting silly and getting their little bullshit, their little mood swings. So, I think once again, I don't think Steve Nash is going to lose his job, but the Nets need a head coach who's not scared of either one of those two idiots. Speaking of, let's get into Kevin Durant. Obviously, this is Kevin Durant responding to Charles Barkley when Charles Barkley called Kevin Durant a bus rider instead of a bus driver. You see, he posts a picture of Charles with Hakeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler, and him, Hakeem and Scotty. Then you see Maurice Cheeks, Andrew Toney, Moses Malone, Dr. J, all those guys saying, where would Chuck be without the big homies? Listen. Kevin, I get it. You're a two-time champion. I get it. Look, does Charles say a lot of silly things? Absolutely. Can Charles be kind of a hypocrite at times? Absolutely. But he's right, bro. You're a bus rider, not a bus driver. Okay? Kevin Durant was not the leader on the Golden State Warriors. When he was on Golden State, Steph Curry was the leader. Draymond Green was the leader. Kevin Durant even admitted that. I believe his second year in Golden State, I think it was his second year in Golden State when Steph Curry missed all that time and KD had to kind of step up in the role as leader. KD once said after a game, we missed Steph. What was Kevin Durant acknowledging? Steph Curry is the leader. Steph Curry is the leader. He's the leader of the team, as is Draymond Green. Salute to the brother Chronicles of Judah 144 because he's the one I heard say this. Chronicles of Judah 144 is the one I heard say this. He said he compared the Golden State Warriors to the Avengers. If the Golden State Warriors were the Avengers, Steph Curry would be Captain America. Kevin Durant would be the Hulk. Should the Hulk be the leader? Hell no. But he's a great weapon to have. And when Kevin Durant was a bus driver in Oklahoma City, they never won shit. When he was a bus rider, quote unquote, in Golden State, he won 2 championships. And yeah, he got 2 Finals MVPs, but he wasn't the leader. He was just their weapon. Okay. Here's some of Kevin Durant's tweets. Going back and forth with people. Kevin, bro, you got swept, and up until game 4, you played like shit. You can't talk, bro. Get off social media. You can't talk. Just get off social media. Stop with all that God shit. I get Kevin's a 5%er or a Muslim, whatever the fuck he is now. I don't know what's up with this dude, but he needs to get off social media. And Charles Barkley was right. Until you, as the leader and as the best player on the team, lead a team to a championship as the leader. Yeah, you're a bus rider, not a bus driver. Okay. And Kevin Durant needs to put his foot down on Kyrie Irving. Like Kevin Durant clearly just follows behind Kyrie Irving. Whatever Kyrie says, Kevin just goes with. And it's kind of unfortunate because Kyrie's kind of not to jump on Kyrie's case because the media does that enough, but Kyrie's kind of a lost soul. He's like a wanderer. He's searching for, answers. He goes to this direction, he goes that direction. He goes this direction, goes that direction. Kyrie Irving's the same dude who was on the boat with a bunch of white women. Now all of a sudden he's talking about his black queens. Kyrie Irving, he's a Muslim 1 minute, he's doing this, the other. Like Kyrie's, he's going everywhere. You shouldn't follow behind people like that. So Kevin Durant needs to, I'm not saying cut off Kyrie or, Kevin does need to go follow his own way, follow his own thing, do his own thing. And stop blindly following behind Kyrie Irving. That's one of the problems with these guys, with KD. But like I said, there's blame to go around. Ben Simmons, Nash, KD, and Kyrie. Well, hopefully they'll be back next season. But if they don't win a championship, if Kevin Durant does not win a championship in Brooklyn, that's gonna look bad for him and his all-time legacy. Okay. But no, that's just me. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Click the like button, subscribe, help Young Brother go on YouTube. Follow me on my Patreon. I'm going to see you all.